fuel price has been increased. So automatically, everybody's going to be panicking, and you want to like ensure that you get enough fuel that can last you for as long as possible, at least at a subsidized rate current, depending when filling stations adjust their prices. So yes, I'm not saying that we shouldn't hold NNPC to their word, but then we just have to be prepared as well, right?
Okay.
Because it's crazy that yesterday you bought fuel at 590, and this morning you're already getting that's already at 600 plus. Whether NNPC says fuel is available or not, you just have to be prepared just in case anything happens. So I feel like assurance or not, as a Nigerian, just be prepared, because you don't want to find yourself struggling with the price at the higher the fuel at the higher price.
So how has the increase in fuel price affected the average Nigerian's ability to access basic commodities, and also in terms of traveling?
So for starters, of course, will not dispute the fact that when there's a hike in price, everything is affected. Everything, businesses, food, services are affected. So if, for instance, you're done struggling with exchange rates, say let's assume that you sell clothes, and you're done struggling with exchange rate to import your goods from maybe Turkey down to Nigeria. Of course, you're going to look at reviewing your price. Okay, this is how much, this is the rate at which you bought these dresses. So you have to like add an extra price to what you probably would have initially sold it, and make adjustments in that area. But then that plan has been made, and you're waking up this week. So this plan was made last week, and your goods are supposed to come this week. Then this week you're hearing that there's an increase in price. Of course, wherever you have to transport your goods from, wherever it's been landing, airport, border, wherever it's coming from, to your final destination. And if your bus driver tells you that, oh, the price of fuel as of last week is different from the price of fuel this week, you have no other choice as well than to adjust your price in your goods at the end of the day. So you're putting business owners, you're putting us in a position where we make adjustments spontaneously. And I feel like it affects us mentally as well, because you can't, it's crazy that you make plans for maybe a week, the month, and within seconds, in 24 hours, you have to like readjust those plans, right? So instead of making monthly budget like you were supposed to, you see yourself reviewing your budget every 2 weeks, reviewing your prices every 2 weeks. It's not looking more like it's a weekly occurrence now. Like there's always something you always have to like make adjustments almost every week. So it's crazy. And of course, you're looking at operational costs, right? Looking at manufacturing companies. By the time they factor in how much it took, the cost of importing the fuel or diesel into country, the cost of purchasing the raw materials, producing and everything, at the end of the day, you see employers having to like review certain benefits that they give to their staff, or even end up laying off staffs at the end of the day. So personally, I feel like it's not a place we want to be at. Like the whole adjustments here and there is not a place that we want to be at. So there should be some stability, at least for next 8 months.
All right, this final question before we get to messages I see already popping up now. What do you believe are the main factors contributing to the high cost of diesel and the challenges faced by owners of businesses?
So, like I initially said, just transportation factor, right? There's of course price volatility, back and forth in prices here and there. It eventually affects business owners, affects us as consumers as well. So I feel like these are like the few things that affect business owners as well as we as employees, we as consumers, as respect to the and diesel prices.
Okay. So this will lead us now to wrap up with the questions. We've got the messages from our clients, listeners who always will pop in on the conversation every morning when we have those discussions. So I've got Tayo who sent in a message here saying, I wish I was working like Daisy. Budget and planning by some office is imaginary, yet they want result. As for me, I will compile 3 or 4 office tax before execution. Everybody's adapting to the peculiarities of their situation. Lucky Daisy. NNPC is playing to the gallery. Forex and inflation has spoiled everything. I'm sure Rotus is considering whether or not to travel. and, and then and then this one comes in from Gilbert from Festac, a regular. On the hike in fuel price, first things first, we need to ensure our refineries are working to reduce cost of operation, and we need to fix legacy infrastructure like roads, rail, and safe water transport in Nigeria. Let's throw in a message before we say goodbye this morning. This one from Yinka Bolu. I hope we can all calm down now. I remember when the subsidy thing was making rounds, whether the government had returned it or not. Some Twitter economics, now X economics, even accused the government of lying. Now that it's 600 plus, I hope our BP has come down. On this note, Daisy, it's a fine place to leave it. Your tray is clear for the morning. We say thank you so much for always stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me, as always.
Do have yourself a great day.
And you too.
And so on this note, we say thank you to everyone who sent in message. I see Tayo, Gilbert, and Yinka Bulu and others still typing at this moment. My name is Omatseye Atsenuwa. Good morning.
All right.
Business Express, brought to you